Hello everyone, my name is Rajendra Thakkar. Today I'll be presenting the Module 3 assessment for human factors in AI. Let me just give you a brief overview of the problem. We want to improve the wait time for countryside patients having the kidney stone. Currently, patients have to schedule an appointment with a doctor to interpret the x-rays and advise on the next steps. We don't have much availability of specialized doctors, and impacted patients might not be addressed right away due to the long wait times in the countryside. Let me give you a brief overview of the task analysis. Following are the key task analysis done to ensure that we are understanding the user problem. This was done with both patients and doctors by observing how the current process works and engaging in direct feedback. The user over here is doctors working in the countryside area, and the task we are is to triage the kidney stone patients and schedule appointments for them. Here is the task flow diagram which I have created. The first is the trigger. Patient wants to review the X-ray with the doctor. The action over here patient will have to take is schedule an appointment with the doctor to have those X-rays interpreted. Decision, they have to schedule an appointment. The decision which doctors have to make over here is to prioritize the impacted patients to be addressed right away. Action, they appointment confirmation to the patient. What is the key objective over here? The key objective is to improve the wait time for the countryside patients having kidney stones. Insight from this task analysis help us identify two decision points that can improve the task flow and overall user experience. Let's talk about user experience design. We will be discussing how the user will interact with the proposed solution over here. User will have an interface which takes X-ray images and predicts whether the kidney stone exists and defines the severity based on the size and the count of the stones. This is an augmented AI solution which will help the doctors in triaging and scheduling the appointments for the patient that need immediate attention. Here are the few AI product user experience design considerations that have been considered. As part of user experience design, user inputs will be provided from the radiology department as X-ray images uploaded, which is currently part of their workflow. There would be a provision for direct feedback loop, explicit feedback loop. Transparency will be provided on the key features as part of imagery that is being used to predict the outcome and limitations on the areas where we don't have an outcome. This interface will acknowledge the limitation of the model when there is a no match for the new issues or the new different types of images. It will give an output as no match rather than providing an unrelated output as kidney stone exists or kidney stone does not exist. Here are some of the privacy considerations. Considering this application is going to be used in the medical sector, all fair information practice FIP will be used, where a patient will have to sign up for the smart appointment scheduling system, notifying that it will use the medical reports to determine appointment. We need to provide privacy notice identifying the PI information that will be used, the medical reports or X-rays over here, how this information will be safeguarded until how long it will be retained and used for a specific purpose. We also need to get consent from the patients and provide the choice available to the users and also grant them access to review the data. Technologically, this model will work as federated learning, use only the images to train the model, notifying the user that no personal information will be used by the system to determine the appointment and will retain the data for X duration or no duration. As it is related to medical data, we need to comply with Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act HIPAA, as this is related to the past, present, and future physical or mental condition of the user. Talking about ethical considerations, the possible bias that can be introduced is due to the data collection historical bias. The data set used to train the model does not cover different types of kidney stones at the time of collection, resulting in the model not predicting correctly. The model has been designed considering the ethical risk of AI, fairness, accountability, and transparency. Individual and group fairness will be maintained as the output is defined based on the X-ray image and not other factors. This also includes provide transparency on the key features to interpret the model, and the system is based on image analysis and doctors will have the ability for providing an explicit feedback. Thank you.